extroverts are all about where they put their attention and where they get their energy. So think about this. Do you like to spend time in the outer world of people and things? If so, then you tend to be an extrovert. And extroverts are approximately 49% of our total population. Extroverts are great learners, and they are learners who prefer to be interactive. So if you remember that the learner keyword for an extrovert is interactive, and the key question that extroverts want answers to is going to be, will I be able to actively participate in my learning experience? They want to be able to participate. They need that participation. And as they participate, they're able to integrate and to really be able to understand the information better. The most important thing to remember about the extrovert is that they need active learning environments. They need to be physically active with their environment, and not just physically active, but actively involved with that learning process. This also means that they're going to need frequent breaks, and frequent breaks does not refer to just taking a break from the information, but to physical movement. They need physical movement. They love any kind of group work. They love to be with groups, and that's because they process verbally. They like to talk a lot, and that is how they actually are going to be able to assimilate and be able to integrate that information. They're going to like that collaboration, cooperation, and they may even like competition. And whether or not they like competition is really going to depend a lot upon their feeling or their thinking attribute within that MBTI scale. Remember also that this is going to allow them to be creative. They need that creative aspect that goes along maybe with some educational gains. One of the best things that you can use for an extrovert is really giving them an opportunity of a choice board. And this is just an example of one. You can create your own, and you'll see that there are many, many examples all over the internet that you can use for whatever topic or subject that you are teaching at the time. It is a wonderful opportunity, and you can do as this one here says, that you need to choose any 2 of the activities, and you turn them in. Some of them may be long-term projects and they choose 1. Or maybe you want to make them reach out, and you say reach out into a different kind of learning technique just to stretch them a little bit. So you'll say, here's your choice board. I want you to circle all of your favorite things and X out your least favorite things. Now what they're going to do is, after they have done that, you say, well, now I want you to turn in 2 items, one from your zeros, what you've circled, and one from those that you've X'd out. And this may stretch your learner a little bit to try something that they may not have tried before. Also remember, when we look at our best instructional strategies, that there are some wonderful ways that you can really get these learners involved. And one of those is field trips. They love field trips, and mostly because they're out of that classroom. Remember that a classroom is going to be very confining for this very active learner. So being able to get away from the classroom is going to be exciting to them. And they're also going to like that experiential learning, where they're going to be able to experience, to reflect, to generalize, and to apply it. And that application is an amazingly important piece for an extrovert. All right, as we move on, we want to look at how they love the general concepts. They love a fast-paced classroom, fast-paced teaching techniques that tend to be very new. They like the new things. So their techniques, as long as you are using something that might be new or innovative, is really going to intrigue them, especially if you can put some kind of physical aspect into that or a physical activity. So remember that they're not going to be very excited about sitting down and just being talked to or a lecture, because they are those verbal processors. They love the practical application, and they're going to particularly enjoy an unstructured learning environment where they get to have a little more choice in what they're doing and being able to speak up and to share.